here I'm joined by one of the delegates from Somaliland. His name is Aden, but also known his real names are Jamil Abdi Deha, but also he likes to be called Aden. Now he's here joining me to talk about his experience at the Youth Connect Africa. You're so welcome in our studios. Now tell me a little bit, it's been now 3 days and the Youth Connect Africa 2019 has closed today. Now as a young person who's also the coordinator of Horn Youth Development Association, there's so much that you're doing. What have you learned from this Youth Connect Africa Summit 2019?
Thank you for having me first. I've learned so many things and I cannot concise it or tell it in short because it has been really a great experience. Because it was the first time that we came to Kigali, in which Rwanda hosted. So it was diverse. There were so many events, so many different horses that they were meeting and everything. So we've been heading in each one.
Did you make any connections, meet any people that you're always looking up to meet?
Yes, I have met the chief executive of Volkswagen, Michaela. Yeah.
Yes.
And I've met as well another woman, but I don't have her name now. So we talk a lot, and I've participated in the GVBD, in which His Excellency Madam Janet Kagame was present, in which they talk a lot about the challenges and everything, and in which at the same time they project a short clip. It was really great. It was moving and so emotional. And what I like the most about Rwanda, it's like how you have achieved a lot.
Yes.
Which is something to be proud of. And from where I'm from, Hargeisa, which is the capital city of Somaliland, we always look up to Rwanda.
For basically inspiration.
For basically inspiration and all the achievement that you have done. Which is something to follow.
To look up to. Now, this brings me also to this question that, you know, Africa has almost similar problems, particularly when you're looking at the youth of Africa. Now, when it comes to the issue of unemployment or talented youth not being given a chance by people in leadership, what do you think, or what are some of the solutions you've learned? Because that was part of the discussion at the Youth Connect Africa. What do you think should be the solution, or what are some of the solutions that you've learned that you think are very practical when it comes to youth talent that is ignored, but also trying to create entrepreneurship starting from passion?
Okay, if I talk about it, like how is it in my country, about the unemployment and all of that, there are a lot of things and a lot of area. Because we don't have the same opportunities like Rwandan has. We are a country who is in a de facto. We haven't been recognized yet. So it's been 28 years now.
But how does that, you see, like that as a nation, it's just one nation we're talking about. But look at it on a continental level. What should be the solutions to unemployment, and how do we integrate talent and passion into creating pay, or basically profit?
One of the main things is investing into the youth.
That's correct.
And so one of the other thing is that the youth has to get encouraged by the government. And so they have to help them as well. So that they can achieve a lot. And the other thing is that the youth as well, Africans, as you know, we got so many potentials as Africans. And we have seen the mass immigration that our youth are going to Europe and dying into the seas. So the main thing that they don't understand is that they got the potential, they got the quality, the education, and all the gifts that God has gave them, because they have a strong cultural roots. We are African.
That's powerful.
Yeah, and we are so diverse. We speak so many languages. We got so many different skills. So, but the bad thing is they don't trust the homeland. They don't trust the governments. So there are so many things, but what they don't understand as well is that they can do everything they can do in Europe, in Africa.
In Africa. That's a very powerful message. Now, allow me, as we conclude this interview, in the interest of time, give me at least one message, one that you're taking home from this summit.
The one message that I'm taking home from this summit
In 60 seconds.
In 60 seconds. I can't explain it really.
It's overwhelming, yeah.
Yeah, it was so overwhelming, and I was so excited. I was like a newborn, like seeing all of this, having all these people talking and making this speech and everything. So
you can't compress it in 60 seconds, and that's fine. But one thing I can say, I appreciate that you gave us your time and to deliberate more on, you know, your takeouts from the Youth Connect Africa Summit.